What up, YouTube? It's me. Yeah, that's right. You know what's up? We're gonna grab a little bit of a drink, a little bit of Coke with some lemon. You know, it's a classic. I love it. Oh no, wait, hang on a sec. Let me stop him. Let me stop myself. Let me stop myself right there, because you don't know who I am. Yeah, that's right. I'm new. Ooh, I'm actually gonna leave that in. Yep, that's embarrassing. Well, moving on. Why should you listen to me? Who am I? And what's going on in today's video? Wow, these are three amazing questions. And I'm going to tell you the answer to all three. Shocker. Right, so, first off, who am I? My name's JackQuance. And why should you listen to me? Well, you know, I have a little something called a personal training, level 3. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the highest qualification ever, but it does qualify me to train other people. And I know quite a bit about it. I've done so much research. It literally was like everywhere in my bedroom while I was doing my course. It was ridiculous. So you literally walk in and there is research everywhere. It was amazing. And at the same time, a right pain in the ass. And I also have 3 years lifting experience, give or take. Majority of that is spent doing power building, so a kind of mixture between powerlifting and bodybuilding. I love it. Whoever came up with the idea is an absolute genius. But you know, unfortunately, I wish I could say that, but you know, it wasn't me. Loads of people have done it, but I absolutely enjoy it. It's probably my favourite way of training, so I get to train heavy, and then I also get to try and build a little bit of muscle. Yeah, and I wish there was something there. Anyway, so in terms of what I'm doing here, this is the first instalment, if you want to call it, of a new series. Well, the first series on my channel, which is going to be basically like, I'm going to create an archive so that new people, when they want to learn an exercise, can literally just go here and just, you know, like type in the channel name, type in the exercise, and literally find the exercise, and there just be one dedicated video to literally every single exercise, or as many exercises that I can do while I'm on YouTube. So that will literally be all of them, hopefully, like in 10 years maybe. So today's video, and obviously your example as well for how this content hopefully in the future should be laid out, will be push-ups. I figured start with a nice easy one, and also obviously if you have any advice or any kind of criticism that you want to leave in the comments, then please do. You know, this is all new to me. I have never done anything like this before, slightly scary, but I am very excited to give it a good shot. So today's, as I said, is push-ups. What are we doing here? So I'm going to first explain. Obviously, most people know, if you are new to the gym, you might not. Push-ups are going to work your chest and your tris. That's like the very basic line to what they're going to do. You will have other muscles that get involved as well, called stabilizers. So, you know, your front delts of your shoulders, they will help stabilize. Your core will help you stabilize during the exercise, and other things will as well. But the two that you're looking to train are going to be your triceps, which is the muscle on the back of the arm, and you want to be training your chest, this booby area right here for men. Anyway, so how are we going to do this? Hopefully, if my editing skills are anything above subpar, which they're not, I should have remembered to put a clip in here of me doing push-ups to kind of give you a visual representation of what should be happening. But what you're looking for here, effectively, is for your arms to be at about a 45-degree angle away from your body. Why? Because if they're too close, you'll be working your triceps, because it'll be a closed grip tricep. That's literally the wrong way around. Well done, Jack. Because it will be a closed grip push-up, which works your triceps more. Or if you have your arms up too high and you're pushing out, it will be working your front delts, and also it's not great for your shoulder health. So you want about 45 degrees, obviously give or take. You know, you can be a little bit closer, a little bit further away, whatever you feel comfortable, just don't be too far out and too far in. Next, we're obviously going to go down to the floor, and it's very simple. Hands in the correct position, feet together, or you can have them a little bit apart, again, depending on what you find easier, and you're going to push straight off the floor. If you want to make the basic push-up a little bit harder, what you can do is you can try and push your hands together as you're coming up and down, but obviously without actually moving your hands together. And what this does is it effectively forces the chest to activate a bit more, so you get a little bit more work out of it. It has to work a little bit harder. Whew, okay. That's the first one done. Now, if you want to make the push-up easier, I've got a few options here for you. Obviously, there's loads of options, but I tried to pick the ones that people hopefully would be most comfortable doing. So the first one to make it easier is going to be the knee push-up. So this is easier. The only downside to this is that it will use your triceps a little bit more. So what I would recommend is actually doing more of a incline push-up, which hopefully will be on the screen now. An incline push-up is good, but the only downside is, again, it will use the bottom of your chest under here. And which, I mean, to be fair, if you're brand new, is not going to make too much of a difference until you can get down to the floor and do your proper push-ups. And again, if you want to use this just to do your underside of your chest, it's also a great exercise to do that as well if you're further down your training. So it's a great exercise all round. Now, obviously, if you're looking to make it easier, you just go for a higher incline. You can actually go all the way up to a wall. There is a thing called a wall push-up. So this is effectively like the easiest form, and it's a great way for like kind of practice. If you think like you can stand literally against the wall and just practice how it should be, then you come down a little bit, practice, and then you work your way down to the floor when you can, you know, do a comfortable amount. I'd say usually above 5-ish or 3 on the floor, then you know, and then obviously work up from there. Next, now we're going to look at making the exercise harder. Now there are tons of things out there for you to do. I just tried to pick, again, the more simpler ones that people that are new to the gym can do to make their push-ups harder. So the first one is going to be a decline push-up. Now again, you can make this harder kind of the same way you can make the incline easier by the more of an incline you use. You can make the decline push-up harder by the more decline you use. The only thing I would say is don't come all the way up, because then you're doing a standing shoulder press. Sorry, upside down shoulder pressy thing I can't do. What you're doing is you are working the top of your chest, but again, if you're new or someone who's slightly further on down the line, if they can do normal push-ups and want to make their push-ups harder, it's not going to make too much of a difference in the short term. And also, to be fair, most guys could use we're going a little bit more up here, so, you know, I'm just saying, don't come at me. Don't come at me, son. Okay, so the next ones we're going to do to make it easier are going to be the hand release push-ups. So again, you're going to come down, and what you're going to do is you're just going to take your hands off the floor for a second, and then place them back down, and then push up. Effectively what this does is this stops the momentum. So effectively it stops you from bouncing your chest off the floor and being able to, or like, you know, using the momentum to just get yourself back up again. You have to stop and then go, and then bring it back down, stop, go. And our last one here is going to be the deficit push-up. This is probably one of my favourites. It allows for a great stretch on the chest. You can use anything. If you're in the gym, you could use 2 big dumbbells and just prop your feet up on a bench. If you're at home, you could prop your feet up on a chair, use 2 other smaller chairs, or 2... I don't know, my friend used to use breeze blocks. Not that many people keep those in their house, but they are a viable option. And what this does is it allows for a great stretch on the chest, because not only is your chest coming to parallel, but breaking parallel, so going down further through, almost effectively through where the floor would be, and it makes this a lot harder. And effectively, that's it. The push-up is very easy. I try to simplify it as much as possible. If you feel like I've left anything out, then please let me know. The other things to take away from when you're doing the push-up is to make sure that when you're coming down, obviously that's the muscle is lengthening, so you're going through the eccentric part of the movement. So therefore, if you slow that down, if you take, say, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds to come down and then push up quite quickly, that will allow you again to make the push-up harder, because it's taking longer for the chest. The chest is under tension for a long period of time. Cool. So that's it. As I'm new, I don't have some kind of cool outro, so I am just going to take a sip of my drink and say, hopefully, I'll see you next time.